Welcome back to Christys Court on the Field of 68 Podcast Network. I am Christy Winter-Scott and pleased to be joined by the head coach at NC State for the women's basketball program, Wes Moore. Welcome.
Thanks, Christy. Great to be on.
And we appreciate your time so much. I know it's a busy season, to say the least, but wow, what an amazing win you had over number 1 Louisville. You all are ranked number 4 right now, but that we know will change. What did it take to get that huge victory and coming off of a 2-point loss to Virginia Tech? So the response was amazing by your team.
Yeah, we had been shut down for 3 weeks due to COVID. We, Lisa Canane, our leading scorer, leading rebounder, she was out for over 3 weeks. And so, I felt like the first game or two back, we were a little sluggish. And to be honest with you, even the practices leading up to Louisville weren't exactly what you're looking for. But then we come out and I felt like play a great game. I've got a lot of respect. Obviously, Louisville has, great talent. Jeff Walls is one of the best in the game, does an awesome job. And just really proud of the way our players responded and, the confidence they played with. I think after beating South Carolina early in the year, I think they, gained confidence, especially now winning 2 big games on the road like this. Hopefully that's going to give us a lot of momentum going down the stretch.
No question about it. And you referred to Lisa Canane and how she missed a lot of time, 29 days to be specific. Were you surprised that she was able to sustain her level of conditioning throughout that game? She tap in somewhere?
You know what, Christy? She went home for 10 days because she had to stay in her room isolated. And I guess her family slid pizza under the door so they wouldn't have to get near her. And, for her to come out like she did was pretty unbelievable. And she always plays with so much energy and so much joy. I mean, she just has fun playing. And I think our whole team fed off of that. And again, I think they, she gives them a lot of confidence and a lot of balance when she's in there because that really opens the court up. So, pretty amazing what she was able to do after being away so long.
And speaking of opening up the court, Reyna Perez for you at the point guard position has been absolutely amazing in terms of her ability to set the table for success.
Yeah, Christy, Reyna was, I just call her our blessing, coming from the West Coast, playing at Cal Fullerton, but also growing up in Arizona. And we just felt like we needed a veteran. We lost Ace Koenig, and then also Kaylee Ely. We had 2 point guards that graduated. And so that was a real area of concern. And, we saw her go in the portal, knew nothing about her, but we're able to pull up film. And then when you talk to her on the phone, such a great personality. I knew she'd fit in really well with our team. And like I said, she's just been exactly what we needed. I do think she kind of ignites our transition game, gets us going, pushes tempo, gets the ball up the floor. And, being a senior, a graduate, she's a veteran. And that's what I tried to tell her going into that game. I mean, heck, you're about to draw Social Security. You should be fine out here playing with these young kids. So she's been amazing.
Oh, that's terrific. And I heard you say about K-Yao, the last game that you won against Louisville, you said that you wanted to bring NC State back into national prominence.
Yeah.
How important is that? I mean, I knew K-Yao, obviously worked with her and knew her. What does that mean for you to want that for the program?
Yeah. I was fortunate to be an assistant on her staff for 2 years back in the 90s, and actually recruited a group then that ended up going to the Final Four. And it was just amazing. She's, as great a coach. You can look at all the records and all the accolades, and she's in every Hall of Fame there is for basketball. But she was even a better person. Yeah. And just, I've never met anyone that could find anything negative to say about K-Yao. That's pretty remarkable in the world we have today. So,
yes.
we're we're just trying to, she built such a great tradition and history here. And a lot of the former players, have been real supportive about, we want to get our program back to that level. And we've been blessed to have some great players that have helped us do that. But yeah, it's an honor. Hey, Christy, how you like this? You go into your office of work every day, which is Reynolds Coliseum.
Right.
And over on the wall, I see, Jim Valvano or Reyna or whatever. And then on the floor, I look down, I see Christys Court.
Yes.
Pretty humbling, And so I think I may someday have a bathroom on the back hallway with my name on it. Okay. I'll probably have to donate $50,000 to get it, but I'll get my name on a wall in there sometime.
Well, she was definitely revered in the game of women's basketball and the game of life for sure. What one thing did you take from how she operated her life? How do you adapt that to what you're doing, not just as a basketball coach, but in life in general?
Christy, for 20 years, she battled breast cancer, off and on. It would be some highs, some lows, but she had a lot of adversity, battled through a lot of pain, but she was there, for her team every day. And she loved what she did. I mean, she loved coaching. She more than coaching, she loved teaching, and she loved working with young ladies and helping them, make better lives for themselves. And so probably just, how positive she stayed. And, she loved to run now. She wanted transition. And there was days should have worn a hard hat on the front row because those out passes are coming. But she was always able to, and that's why they were good. She was always able to, give them the confidence and the encouragement they needed. And that's the way she was on the court, off the court, with players, with people, just amazing.
Mm-hmm. I remember those battles personally, being down there at NC State playing against her great teams. And with that being said, I mean, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the battles that she had through those health issues. But with COVID now, the resilience that she displayed, how has that helped you get through all of the testing and you said the 3-week pause that your team had? How did you get through that by tapping into the experience that you saw Coach Yao go through?
Yeah. You start feeling sorry for yourself, then you don't have to look very far to see other people that are dealing with things maybe a whole lot more important, a lot more serious. And, it's, again, a lot of it has to do with our players. Christy, we really believe in recruiting good people. Mm-hmm. We're not going to necessarily take the best player and maybe have to deal with, red flags and things like that. We're going to get people that are great players, but that are also great people and great teammates. And I think it helps you through times like this. And, we've our players have just rolled with the punches, and day to day, we had a stretch there where we had 3 kids positive. We had 3 that were in contact tracing. And so, the kids in contact tracing, you got to bring them in one at a time. You can't touch the ball that they touch. You can't get within 25 feet of them. And that's where our doctor dishes come in real handy, for rebounding and passing. And then you'd have 5 or 6 kids you could bring in together and do workouts. But it's not what any of us have ever dealt with. And I just think, again, having players with a lot of character and the work ethic and the passion, that helps you through times like this. And so I'm really proud of the way our players have handled, a lot of issues this season.
And what do you think the future looks like for this season, like the postseason play, the ACC tournament, the NCAA tournament? What are your hopes for that?
Well, last year we won the ACC tournament at the end of the year, had a lot of momentum. It was pretty, we had a great luxury. We had 3 seniors coming in off the bench that started at one time, but due to injuries, we're now playing reduced roles, but still had 3 seniors coming in off the bench. We were pretty confident and excited about getting into the NCAA tournament. And, again, as all of us had to deal with, just didn't happen. So, this year, I think right now the plans are to still have the ACC tournament and then to go down to San Antonio, Texas for hopefully about 3 weeks, what we'd like to do. And I grew up in Texas. So, people, why do we want to go to Texas for 3 weeks, or who wants to go to Texas for 3 weeks? My hand goes up. So, I'm looking forward to it, but it's just our sport. It's one and done. It's not like baseball and you have a series. So you got it. That's why we keep stressing defense and rebounding, because at some point during that stretch, you're going to have a night where the shots aren't falling. And if you're going to survive, you better be defending and rebounding. And hopefully that'll get you through the rough games and you can keep that season going.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate you sharing a sliver of your day with us today on Christys Court in the Field of 68 Podcast Network. Best of luck to you moving forward, and congratulations again on that huge win over number 1 Louisville.
Thanks, Christy. Appreciate it. Hopefully we can get together again sometime and celebrate another one.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.